Hi witches! So today we are going to talk about building a self-care altar. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what that, looks like, and then I'm going to show you my personal one. Now, yours, right off the bat, yours does not have to look like mine at all. I am not saying that, and I encourage you guys to create a space that is unique to yourself, to your practice, because I think that is the most beautiful thing in the whole world. But I wanted to share some ideas and how I created mine. Now, I do have a video from last year around this time about how I made my self-care altar for last year, but I recently dusted it off and revamped it, and it makes me very happy, and I'm very proud of it. So I'm going to show you guys, give you guys a little bit of an altar tour, but first I want to talk about stuff that you can include in your altar, give you guys some ideas, and hopefully a jumping off point to do your own research and figure out what works best for you. Because that's what the most important thing on this channel is that your practice works the best for you. So yes, moving right along, let's talk about what you can put on your self-care altar. So the first thing that for whatever reason, whenever I think of self-care, I just immediately jump to crystals. I have weirdly, I have my little, I will probably play with this throughout the entire video, so just ignore me. But I have really come around to crystals. At first I thought it was this really big new agey thing, but through my work with them over the last year, and last couple years, I should say, I have found a new respect and a new appreciation for crystals within my practice. So if you are interested in that, if you are a crystal witch, crystals like rose quartz, amethyst, citrine, tiger's eye, I love blue lace agate, that's this guy over here. I don't know, there we go. It's just such a pretty color. And rhodochrosite, maybe golden quartz, obsidian for protection, but honestly, whatever you most connect with. Not all witches feel the same way about crystals. I was having this conversation with somebody yesterday, how I just do not like malachite. I don't know what it is, I don't like it. I think it has to do with the patterns in it, and I'm just too many layers, I don't love it. But I have another friend who really hates tiger's eye, she just doesn't get it, right? So it's totally cool. Not a big deal. Whatever crystals work best for you, I super recommend, but those are the main ones that I have on my altar. Similarly to crystals, I recommend having herbs and herb blends that you like. My personal favorites for self-care are rose petals, jasmine, lavender, chamomile. Consider maybe having a vase for fresh flowers. Sometimes I like to treat myself at the grocery store. I'm just I'm gonna get myself a bouquet because I deserve it, which is very annoying, I know, but I don't care, I love it. So I just recommend a witch who is maybe trying to incorporate more of that herbal magic into their self-care practice. I think having a space for said herbs, maybe in a potpourri or a spell bag or a spell jar, something like that. It's just a nice way to kind of incorporate that in your space. So of course you don't need to do that if you don't want to. Of course, that is I think I've said that enough in this video. Yes, hopefully so. Another thing that I have not on my actual self-care altar because it's a little bit too big, but I have it on my nightstand. I have a salt lamp. Now, I personally love the glow, the color. I've had it for years. I got it when I was leaving for college, before I even knew about the actual health benefits that salt has, such as purifying the air and having antimicrobial properties and stuff. It's actually really interesting. There is a salt cave near me, and I really, really, really want to visit it. So I will, and if I do, I will vlog about it, and it just seems really cool. So, I recommend a salt light if you can have one, if that's something maybe you want to add to your list, your wish list or whatever. I actually want a ton of them in my sacred space. I just really love the color that they emit, and I just think that having that nice soft light is just very conducive to me getting into the ritual headspace. So when I have my official witch room, they will be kind of dotted everywhere, and it's going to be very cool. I'm very excited. So, yes. Something else you can add to your self-care altar if you have space for it is maybe an affirmation journal or positive notes to yourself. It's a little silly, but Chris and I used to work at the same place, and every so often he would give me paperwork with a random sticky note with a cute note that he wrote on it. He also put a note on my windshield one time, when we first started dating. He is so romantic, but he's a Leo, so I don't know what I expected other than grand gestures. So it's fine. I love it though. No, but I keep those notes near my altar because because it's like, you know, I love you and like all these like really nice things about me, and I have to like remember sometimes it's like, oh yeah, people like actually like me and don't all hate me all at once. Meh. So it's just like a nice reminder. I have some affirmations up there. I will not be showing the notes from Chris just because that is kind of like personal, so like I did take that off in the tour, so just like be aware, but I do have like really nice stuff, and it's like very personal to me. So yeah. If you are a witch who is like super into tarot and oracle and all sorts of like divination methods, which is awesome, maybe consider including one, like having a specific deck for doing shadow care, self-work. Oh my gosh, I'm so tongue-tied, you guys. Self-care and shadow work. My brain does not work today. Oh my goodness. But if you have a specific deck that you maybe use in those types of workings, maybe having a special place for it on your self-care altar is just like it's a nice thing to have. And especially if it's in a place where you see it every day, you're probably more apt to like use it more frequently and therefore like engage in your practice more regularly. So just my 2 cents. If none of that is for you, consider maybe having a self-care altar in your bathroom where you keep all of your beauty products. I think that is, I have a very tiny bathroom, but once we have a house and I actually have space to have like a nice place to do my makeup and like all of my stuff out, I'm going to definitely have like a small like wall hanging shelf with like my beauty products and like my skincare stuff and like hair masks and all of my natural products. So that is something that I will be doing in the future. But if for right now you're like, this is like a very nice lotion that I like to use to relax at the end of the long day, maybe like having that as a central focus of your altar, maybe surrounded by crystals and like herbs and like affirmation notes, so that way it's like a very like special thing for you. I don't know. I think that we should celebrate ourselves more, so I'm trying to encourage that. Another idea I was like pondering, and I'm not sure I have enough space to speak on this, and I do not want to take away space and like the voice of other creators who fit in this group, but if you are an autistic witch, consider having your STEM items on your self-care altar. And like also to celebrate that part of you. I feel like, and this is again me possibly over speaking, so if I say anything that is incorrect, I am so sorry, and please educate me. Like I am, yeah. But I find that there has been in the past maybe stigma around people's stems and the way that they express themselves. So by kind of venerating that, I think it's just a really beautiful act of like self-acceptance, I guess, and like normalization of behaviors that are perfectly normal and perfectly fine. So yeah, I see a lot of like resources out there for witchcraft, but I don't really see a whole lot of stuff that's like specifically geared towards witches with autism. So if that is you, like if there are more things you would like me to speak about to you, or like ways that I can like make things a little bit more accessible to you on my channel, please let me know and I will absolutely implement that. That goes for anybody. So I want to like make sure everyone is comfortable here. So yes, just an idea, and again, please correct me if I am wrong about anything, but yeah. And then the final thing I wanted to talk about today is putting up art that inspires you or makes you happy, because that is just, I love supporting local artists and like smaller artists, as well as just being surrounded by art that just makes me feel like something. I don't know. I love art that makes me feel stuff. So I have a piece of artwork that I actually made when I was living in Italy. I did like a textile design class, which was really, really fun, and we learned basic printing techniques. So I will show you that print, and it's just something that like I'm really proud of, and I made it with my own 2 hands, and it just reminds me of a very good time in my life. So I keep that there. I actually need to like raise it up a little bit, but like there's anyways. So you'll see that. But if you have art that you have made, even if it's like this is not a particularly good piece of art that I made, it's there. It's a print that I did. And it's something that's special to me, but it's not like I'm not going to like submit it to like a gallery to be hung up. You know what I mean? So I think that if you have made art that makes you happy, you should absolutely display it. Put it on your refrigerator, put it on your wall. It deserves to be there. So I hope those ideas were of some inspiration. I'm going to cut the video now, and then we're going to go over to my self-care altar so I can show you exactly how I set everything up. So yeah, I will see you guys in just a second.
So this is my self-care altar. That is the artwork I was telling you guys about. As you can see, I have like a ton of amethyst on here. I got a bunch of this stuff in the Mindful Beautiful Souls like subscription box. They sent me a free one, which is really, really nice. And it came with this comb and a necklace I was wearing in the video. Oops, that's some howlite. This is like a really nice rose quartz pendulum. I usually keep my like meds here, but I took them out for the video. I have a rhodochrosite tree there, as well as cat's eye. The little hand talisman was actually given to me when I visited Morocco from our tour guide. The affirmation for careers from that box. This is like a cool little pyramid. These are called orgone pyramids. I got this on Etsy. Honestly, I got it more for the looks than the metaphysical properties, but allegedly that these help direct energies into your space. Some more rose quartz. This is opalite, and that's rhodochrosite, and a little piece of my hair, it looks like. Awesome. 2 pieces of howlite and another piece of amethyst. And then I have all of my herbs. You can see this is a blue gold stone, and then these beads are actually kind of like they have holes in them, and you can put essential oils on them and they like diffuse. But you can see I have some jasmine, I have some lavender, and then underneath is some Himalayan pink salt. And then yeah, that is my little self-care altar. So I hope that inspires you. I hope that helps you. And if you ever share pictures of your self-care altar, I would love to see them. Thanks you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.